Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Gamion. I'll be your game developer for this session. My co-host Mega Kitty is not in the room at the moment. She just left, actually. But hopefully she'll be around a little later. So I am working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes that I hope to release early next year in early access, and then hopefully within a few months of that, have it out in full. And I'm working on it for the past about 3.5 years of my free time, and I really hope to get it out early next year so I can move on to other projects and move on to the maintenance cycle of it. This evening I'm working on new features, 3 in particular. First is support for game controller input configurating. Second one would be, if there's time permitting, I want to work on the practice field and on the stats page. So players can look at their total lifetime career, takedowns, goals, wins, and things like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the import configurations. So here is the game in the main menu, and go to settings, and then we have inputs. Well, first let me turn the music down a bit. Go to inputs, and here we have all the different things you can do: kicking, moving, dashing, all that. And right here, this is sort of the alternate key, so you can have 2 keys doing the same thing. Now what I want to do is change this column from being the alternate keyboard input to the gamepad input. I don't know how to do that, so I'm going to try and learn on the fly here on the stream, figure out what to do. Oh, weird. There we go. So yeah, we have a description here. I don't know why the class shows up. That seems kind of silly to me. So again, that's this alternate key. So how are those being generated? Well, this is the same thing. Secondary key. I want that to be the gamepad key, and that's what I want to learn how to do tonight. Hopefully, it should be possible. I'd be surprised if it was not. But secondary key. So where's that? Now this is the C++ code, I think, where that is set up. I just want to check one other thing, mouse and keyboard. Is this the registry for it? I don't think so. I think it is the inputs. And default key BM. Let's see if primary shows up in the search. No? What about here? No. There needs to be a primary in here somewhere. KBM binding. So we're here. Am I setting keyboard inputs? Let's find that. Am I setting keyboard? Here we go. I think that's it. Game registry inputs. Yeah, that's it. Actually, let's input data. But the thing is, this isn't. When I do this, this won't really necessarily longer be keyboard input anymore. This is now going to become keyboard gamepad input. So I got to keep that in mind. I think I might have to make a new class. My game settings API. Game settings. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to make an, which is actually not a bad idea, because that way it's easier to roll back my changes. So let's make a duplicate of this. We're just going to call it input. Although, are there any keys? Actually, let me check something. Are there any keys that would not apply to mouse or vice versa? Yep, moving, using weapon. Yeah, these would all be buttons. Switching hero. That wouldn't apply necessarily. That would be a keyboard only. But that's okay, because I can probably have a flag for, hey, this is keyboard only. Or no, actually, switching hero, I could probably... Wait a minute. I don't even know if I'm using switch hero anymore. Because now I have that... Yeah. I don't remember if I use that anymore. Leaderboard, hero info, pinwheel. No, these could all be gamepad, so I'll have to look into that one, though. Just one more quick look. Switch hero. H. Hero switches, move, look, pause, look, stick. And okay, so it is there. Gotta be here somewhere. Hero switch 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think... Search for references. Match hero switch. Put tag. Yeah, I don't think it's used anywhere. Alright, I'm going to get rid of that. And make sure hero switching still works. Okay. Make sure I can still switch heroes in the game. Alright, let's give it a moment for this to cool down, and then we'll try switching heroes. Just as soon as I take out the trash. Well, I just run over that log? Oh, you want payback, huh? Alright. Oh. Well, I want to see if I can run over that log again. Oops. Alright, let's switch to the Dragoon. There we go. And it still works. Okay, let's close the editor. And let's go ahead and, hey, Air Force Game Player, welcome! Alright, so, we can say removed, deprecated, hero switch input binding. Now let's go back to the settings menu and see if it's there or not. Nope, which is great because it also means there's no scroll bar anymore. That's great. One thing I can't stand in when there's room for when there's enough room for inputs, but you still see a scroll bar. I hate that. So that's good. So we can now do our input changes here. So let's start. So we're going to make a copy of this. We're just going to call it input. We're going to change all of these into just input, because now we're going to factor in gamepad as well. Again, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm just going to shoot in the dark here and see if it does. Same thing here. Just input. And then we're going to proceed. Oh, let's do one other quick thing first. What was that? Here we go. Alright, so now we added that source file. I want to go ahead and rebuild the project so that it will recognize the existence of those new source files that I added. And to do that, all we do is close this, right-click here, generate project files. This is so exciting. So hopefully, if everything goes really well, then by next week, I will have configurable gamepad inputs. And I don't remember the Unreal Lyra demo, where I copy a lot of my code from, having that. Then again, I don't think they really pushed a lot of gamepad players very much either. So I figure, though, configuring a gamepad shouldn't be that different from configuring the keyboard. You're just pressing buttons on a different human interface device. It also means I need to have icons instead of just your text codes for what buttons you press. Okay, so we got that. Now, setting primary duplicate, secondary. Key clicked. I'm going to change secondary key to gamepad key. And then we'll do that here. And then we're going to rename primary key to keyboard key. Actually, no. It's it could also be mouse, so KBM key. Okay. Let's see what happens. Keyboard input setting, what's that? Okay, keyboard setting input. Is there one of these for a gamepad? No, I may have to make that too. That's okay, one step at a time. Go back here, make a new entry. Oh, duplicate key, huh? I wasn't aware that was a duplicate key. Oh, entry widget for class. How is that a duplicate? Setting input. Yeah, what do I do here? Oh, settings list. Oh, okay. So it's not the same thing. Got it. My setting keyboard input. Game setting value. Now, are there any settings for game controllers? Keyboard. Let's see, discrete. No, there isn't. Okay, and I think this is also used in the input. Yeah. Keyboard input setting. So that's one input setting, it looks like. The thing here is that Unreal, under the hood, treats keyboard inputs and gamepad inputs to be the same, under the same data structure. So it's going to be a little tricky to do this. But I want to stress that it's not keyboard that we want. I think I'm just going to do setting input. So we're going to do what we did before, change this class. I'm going to save it as just setting input. Setting input. And let's rebuild again. And I hear Mega Kitty in the other room. That's a good sign. Usually after she eats, she checks in to see how things are going up here. Call this, we're going to make a duplicate and call it input binding. Check. Okay. Now what do we do? Is the question. So where's setting keyboard input right now? Right here. So, make sure that's the case. Yep, that looks right. Okay, good. Old inputs are still there. Good. Now we're going to do the switcheroo. Kind of change this to just input. And because I didn't actually change any of the logic yet, it should still work exactly as it did before. I also want to check something out as well. Make sure that still works. Nope, didn't like that very much. Setting entry class from where? Yeah, I gotta fix the entry widget on that. Input binding, that sounds right. Settings was entry, input binding. Oh, there's the override settings set up here. Interesting. I'm going to get back to that. Input binding. Oh, this, okay. List entry setting. This should be this parent. Aha! Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, let's see if we still get that error. Nope. All right. This is good. So it's the change in plates works pretty good so far. Now I can probably start making some changes here. Instead of the secondary key, I want to get the gamepad key. Now how do I do that? And that's the question. I don't know the answer, so we're just going to feel our way through. So how's it trying to get it right now? Yeah, this. What is this? Player mappable key slot. Second. I don't get that. Are these only keyboard keys? Okay. So Unreal Engine enhanced input gamepad keys. Gamepad player mapping. So that's secondary slot. I wonder what will happen if I make, let's say, using your weapon, right trigger. Let's do override. I'm just gonna try some different. All right, so that's already used. Use weapon gamepad. And what happens if I do this? Yep, I'm very curious. So let's see. In fact, I'm going to restart the editor. I want to see what happens. No display name. I already had that. Odd. I don't think Enhanced Input Systems does support Unreal Engine Enhanced Input. Customize gamepad mapping. Yeah, that's not what I want. Why does this say none? Here's the name. Here's the display name. I want to see that again. Profile, default. Alright, and then we look at the row pair. That looks right to me so far. this... Okay, so this looks like it may need some changing. Ah, here we go. Keyboard saying so we don't want to filter keys to match. And this keyboard used to match against when checking the key types and access are the same. So that's treated as its own row, which I actually don't want that. I want it to be combined with the keyboard row. Setting input. What do we got here? Key profile. Okay, let's stop for a moment. Close everything else and go back here. It does beg a question, though. Maybe should I have separate keyboard? What if I had keyboard inputs tab here, and then gamepad under here? I would have gamepad inputs. This would be keyboard, and this would be. But now, I prefer to have inputs in one place. So for that, it also means I'll have to do a little trickery in how we populate those rows. So, yeah, because these are not the same identifier under the hood. Although, on the other hand, let me go back again. I want to make sure I'm happy with this decision. So video audio inputs. Right now, if we do gamepad in this column, then it's pretty straightforward. You have one key for keyboard, one key for gamepad for the same entry here. But if we do separate, then I could have a secondary key for players who like that. And I could just scroll down, say, hey, these are your keyboard inputs section, and then after that, here are your gamepad section. Now, I think I'm going to go with my first instinct. I'm going to have this be gamepad. So how do I do that? So let me start over again. All right, so here is a keyboard binding. Move forward. Key to match. Profile identifier. Key mappings. Okay. What's this? Oh, what to do? Because it could be kitty hacky. I think I'm going to try this. Having it in one row, and if it becomes too difficult, then I'll split it up into 2 rows. This is just really mostly probing, experimenting to see if I can get multi-inputs to work. So here we go. So what I want to do is row pair. What is our input binding? Action mapping name. So let's take this out entirely. Okay, key to match. Yeah, let's take that entirely. See how it works differently. Okay, no error that time. Ah, there we go. Use weapon gamepad. Okay, so at the moment it's 2 row. We want to make it 1 row. So we're getting there. Now what I want to do is combine those rows. How do we do that? So we need to track. Let's see. Data. Action mapping name. Mapping Kit mapping name. So much data. Alright, let's start over with just the first keyboard inputs. Move forward. Move backwards. Okay, so each mapping has a unique name. Profile pair, what's the key? Profile's default. Row pair. Yeah, the row pair key. That's the key we want. Here we go. It's setting. Is there an ends with? counterpart to the keyboard. This needs to be stored in the same row as the keyboard action. It's an F-spring replace function. All right, let's see, do a test here. All right. Yep. All right. Here we go. Use weapon. All right. So that worked. So we'll continue. So we should no longer see that new row. All right, just as expected. Now, the fun part is getting this mapping into the input. target slot. So we need to maintain a separate map here. Hey, Shelly Bell, what's happening? Shelly Bell, not too much dealing with house stuff and small hiccup with the approval. I'm already on it and working on it. All right. Well, Missy's asleep in the other room right now, but hopefully she'll be in later. So use weapon gamepad. I'm just thinking through on this. I'm starting to lean back on keeping keyboard and gamepad in separate lists. Let me revisit my thinking here. Get all saved keyboard profiles. So I'm working on making it so players can configure their gamepad controls in my game. They can do keyboard right now. They can change like the WSAD keys to the arrow keys, but what they can't do is change, the left and right triggers on the gamepad to bumpers, that kind of thing. And I want them to be able to do that. So I'm just digging into this. How a lot of this code is written by Epic Games. They wrote a lot of this code, and I am using it for my purposes. Move forward. Associate input. Okay. Okay. Let me think this again for a second. And I keep waffling back and forth between two different ways of doing it, but I think I'm closing in on how I want to. So we have profile pair. This. Where is move forward coming from? Ah, okay, there we go. So move, okay, so these are all... Sally Bell, always your game control is cool, makes the game more fun. Yeah, I hope you find the right one you want to use and you like it. Yeah, I do too. So this is the kind of thing where I usually like to kind of stew on my own off stream and decide, but I'll figure I want to get better at trying to make these more difficult decisions on stream. And plus, I mean, it's all kind of casual right now, so just more time, more on the stream, more practice, and who knows? Maybe we'll get rated, or someone will step in and say hi. That is mappable. There's a primary and a secondary. But they apply to the same thing. So there's one row per configurable element. Yeah, I'm going to do separate rows. I'm just kind of thinking ahead. I hope that someone does something and say hi, it'd be awesome. Well, we've got you and Air Force. And I know there's another developer here lurking. I won't say anything, though. But yeah, I'm going to undo those changes. Sometimes you got to do a few dry runs before you know what you want to do, and then it'll be much cleaner. So I'm going to go here and roll back my changes. And undo these. And then rebuild the project. Wait, I thought I deleted that file. Is it still there? Shouldn't be. Okay. Sally Bell. Oh, absolutely. The more you do, the better it is to fix any issues and make things better. So what I want to do is here. So we got all these configuration buttons here. And what I want to do is make two groups of this. One will be for keyboard, the other is going to be for gamepad. You'll have the same options, just different categories of keys. So, but that's under default experiences. That's kind of a strange name for that. Let's see if I can do something about it. Okay. Bindings for mouse and keyboard automatic generated. Check. So we'll say keyboard bindings. Keyboard inputs, actually. And let's see how that looks. So instead of saying the default experience, it should say keyboard inputs. So this is one of the more boring parts. While I'm waiting for that, bringing that up, let me share where we are with as far as the roadmap goes. So, 6-week working class got pushed back again because of Steam Next Fest. For those, so Steam is the platform through which I'm going to distribute the game. They're currently having a festival of upcoming games right now. Mine isn't quite ready for the festival, at least not by my standards, and it's basically drawing the attention of a lot of game players. And if I were to do my marketing blast now, it would compete with that, and I don't want to compete with it. I may be in a future Next Fest, but not before I figure a couple things out, like how does a Next Fest work for an online multiplayer game? Should the game be in early access before or after? Should the game have at least one playtest before or after? Things like that. So anyway, it's on hold, and it's going to be on hold for another week, and then finally, after 3.5 years or more, we're finally going to get the word out that the game exists. That's good. Keyboard inputs. That's what I want to see. Check. Next on the list, recruit testers. So I got two efforts going on. One, I am going through a pay-to-play website to have my game professionally tested next week, and it's a black box to me. They're going to get back to me in after a week and say, here's all the testing feedback that you asked for. Then I'm going to process it and figure out what bugs to enter, what to fix, where to go from here. But most importantly, I want to know if the testers had fun or not. And they're going to scale of 1 to 10, and I'll find out if they did or not. And if they didn't, then I have a question as to what would make it not fun, or what you like about it. What can I do to make it more fun? Third thing is apply for an Epic grant. Not ready to do that yet. This actually goes hand in hand with my recruit testers bit, because additionally, a week from tomorrow, I'm also having another play test with some of the guys at work. So what we're gonna do is late in the afternoon, probably right after work, we're all gonna play the game on my We're gonna use my Discord. I'm gonna record it, and I'll get their hot takes, and then I'll have all that. And the thing is, if my coworkers, if they get all jumpy and they're having a lot of fun and they're shouting in their microphones, I want to capture that, and then if that video with their permission, and play that for the Epic grant. Because in Epic grant, I can send them a trailer, I can send them a gameplay reel, but what I want Epic to see are the players reacting to the game. That's what I want them to see and hear. And I think that will be a bigger sell than anything else I could do. Shelly Bell, I have a dumb question, but when you program the game, do you have to program each movement to each key like the WSAD keys? Yes, you have to do one by one. So here's W, S, A, and D. Each one of these has its own stuff and configurable key, like move forward and move backwards and all that. So yeah, they're all individually set up. So yeah, it's a little tedious to set up, but it doesn't take long. And you see them in the settings too, W, S, A, and D. So now we're going to add a gamepad inputs to this. So we're going to do... Oh, and I think, yeah, so again, this will be on hold until I actually get some good, very positive gameplay video game with other players. After that, I got all these other tasks I still need to do. Actually, controller support's near the top. This actually works now, the twin stick. There's no aim assist yet, though. The configuring the gamepad is actually the next thing I'm working on. So yeah, twin stick configuration options is where I'm at right now. And then there's aim assist, which is I'll also double check if I have a dead zone support. Aim assist is where I'm playing with a gamepad and I kick the ball, and the ball is like aimed almost at my teammate, but not quite. Now, if you have a keyboard and mouse, you can very easily do precision aiming. But with a gamepad, it's harder to do. So this is where aim assist comes in. Aim assist is where the game looks at where you're aiming with your gamepad and says, oh, you meant to pass the ball to your teammate, so I'm going to make the ball go to your teammate and kind of, instead of just shooting off like next to them. And then when I kick the ball, that happens and they catch it and everyone's happy. Aim assist is used in major games all the time. And that's just one tool they use. But it is one of the very powerful ones, and I think I need it too. But that's low priority at the moment. So now, let's go ahead and copy this for gamepad. Shelly Bell, oh, it seems straightforward, but since I know nothing about game design and development, I'm clueless about that process. Believe me, there are people who've been in game development for a long time who are still clueless about the process. There are so many things to learn and to know, and you can only remember so much at once. So I find myself forgetting things I did a month ago, and then people think I'm trying to get out of it. I'm like, no, I honestly don't remember what I did to this part of the game last week or last month. So that's just this is the way it is. Let's see. Key Bunny Collection. I want this to be KBM Bunny Collection. This will be Gamepad Bunny Collection. We'll call it Gamepad Inputs. Wait a minute. Yeah, default gamepad. Key to match keys, gamepad. Okay, I think this filters on gamepad. Just a hunch. Okay. If I'm right about this, then we're going to see the second list, but it's going to be empty. Alright, let's see if I'm right. Oh, didn't like that very much. Oh, right, input settings. Right. Wait, it should be filtering out the... Oh, okay, I got it. Query options. But it shouldn't be passing the query option. Maybe I'm misreading something here. I think I can't read this text. Handling mappings. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm actually watching his stream on the side, and he's watching mine. Um, I'm just messing around a little bit, just having some fun here while I'm working on this. So I'm probably gonna go heads down again. When I say heads down, I mean we're gonna focus on this again for the next couple of minutes, figuring out what to do, what I need to change here. Gamepad. Gamepad inputs. I'm just going to try to add it regardless. This is weird. So we have the options here. We're always creating a row. Oh, you know, one thing I keep forgetting to do this a lot is shoutouts. Because it's great to do shoutouts for those who are watching. So let's do a shout out for Swashbuckling Fox. Then I'll go heads down. See, he's also a game developer, and he's making some pretty sweet stuff right now. All right, let's see if this actually goes through. I want to see. Oh, I need to put my volume up. Yeah, see what he's working on? Ah, jeez. Okay, that was fun. All right, back to work. So yeah, so it's this. So the problem is, it gives me a query, and then it says we're only going to filter on these kind of inputs. But let's go ahead and make the setting for it anyway, and it shouldn't be doing that. It should not be making the setting unless it matches the filter. So I'm gonna have a look at this again. Options. So it goes through. Okay, all these. So what I want to be doing. So I shouldn't just be testing for has any mappings. I should be testing for has any qualifying mappings for the query. So that's a test I'm going to have to put in here. Okay, make sure I got this straight. Value. And it goes to here. Right. And it froze. There we go. Oops, I almost forgot. Okay, key profile, where does that come from? Oh, initialize input data. Where's this profile? Oh, I need to pass it in too. Okay, profile. Oh, really? I had it right the first time. Alright, we're going to make our change here. Profile. The mapping data. Options. Move the options up here. We're going to do the same up there as well. As soon as Visual Studio stops freezing up on me, I'd be happy to do it. Hey, Graham LDLW, thanks for the lurk. All right. We ought to just collaborate at this point. But, nah, I don't know how much longer I'll be on. Okay, so move these options up. Okay. If profile return true, and then this returns false on failure. Okay. I think we're missing right now is Mega Kitty. Oh, got an error. Ah, options. Alright, here's new stuff. Move forward. Good. Now let's do the down here. Good. So now we're doing the gamepad stuff. Now I want to hide. I want to actually not add the keyboard keys. Does pass? Good. It failed the pass because our options are for gamepad. So returns false, which means we do not. All right. So we're looking better. And it's going to fail for all of these. Oh, I thought. Let's see. Register inner settings. What's search for input settings and mouse and... Oh, never mind. Which setting was registered? Oh, okay. Ping wheel. What's the ping wheel doing? Oh, okay. So the ping wheel actually has two. I forgot about that. I was working on that not long ago. Ping wheel. Let me see that again. So there's ping wheel, middle mouse button. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but there's no... Oh, but these don't have configurable settings. So why is it picking on the pinwheel? Because I already have other... Like kick, it's not picking on kick. It's weird. Pinwheel doesn't have any configurable, shouldn't even show up in the list. Pinwheel, middle mouse button. But is it configurable? Oh, maybe I need to look at the action for the pinwheel. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. So this should be none. And so should the hide. Okay, so that I think fixes that problem for the moment. All I did was make it so the pinwheel is configured from this asset instead of this one, which was what I kind of wanted. This revealed an old bug. Oh, but it's still doing this. Oh, I think maybe I need to restart the save. Maybe I'll need to restart the editor and then I'll fix it. Yeah, if you're having difficulty adding the game to the wish list, it looks like Swashbuckling Fox is already trying to help. Let's just pull that up real quick. Oh, yeah, I have to actually log in. I have to log in, but I think it would be up here somewhere after I'm logged in, and it gives you the number of games you've already wish listed. But it should be near the top. Or maybe here? And one of the two. I'm still getting this. What's the output here? Dev names must be unique. Okay. So I have a duplicate dev name around here somewhere. What is it? No. Default KVM. Default gamepad. Inputs collection. What am I missing here? The settings are even registered, but from where? Gamepad settings. I wonder, did I actually use another name? Gamepad binding collection. Is there another name? Oh, there is. Okay, this name is duplicated. So we got KBM binding collection. Really, that's not... This one isn't really bindings. It's just gamepad collection, if anything. This should not be the name. Because this is just gamepad stuff like sensitivity and... yeah, dead zone. Well, Missy's sleeping pretty late tonight. Oh, there's still a duplicate somewhere. Gamepad collection. Oh, jeez. I mean, it's somewhere else now, too. Wow. It's twice in the same file. Gamepad collection, we're just going to say... gamepad sensitivity collection, I guess. Oh, we already have sensitivity collection. Alright, is this unique? Alright, this has to work. All right. Keyboard inputs. And now the show the ping wheel. Ah, I already have that set up here. Actually, no, I'll do that later. No. Let's do it now. defense. Player map pool key settings. Oh. Pinwheel show. Oh, they're separate commands. Oh, that's not going to work. This is a separate issue I'll have to deal with for another night. But for now, we will not have the pinwheel configured. So it's no longer configurable. Good. All right, now we got this working. Let's see if we can't have a gamepad for weapon be configurable. Oh, by the way, I do not want this to be reconfigurable. Move should always be the stick, because at least for now, maybe someday I'll figure out how to do the other thumbstick access, but not now. So here we're going to do override, and if this works, it will use weapon gamepad, because use weapon's already in use by the keyboard. Let's see, use weapon. Okay. Valid name. It does have a valid name. Alright, let me roll this back. Wait, it's already privacy default. You know, I'm thinking I'm just going to roll back everything I did here. So let me do that. Okay, good, no errors. So now let's try that again. Weapon, override, use weapon gamepad, no duplicates, display name, use weapon. Okay, no errors. Let's see if it shows up in the list. All right, so now we have keyboard inputs and gamepad inputs, and they're mostly going to be the same items, only it's just easier, I think, under the hood to, well, the two things. One, it's easier under the hood to have a whole separate list of these as opposed to putting them in this column. And two, even if I did use this column, that means keyboard players would not be able to have a second column, and that's an alternate firing key for these. So I think this is the right call, but I want to replace these with icons if I can, because I can't even read that. Left trigger, digital, no one's going to know what that means. I'm going to need the icons for that, and I can customize that as I go. So I want to do this to the others. And kick. Actually, no, I'm going to start with weapon only, and then try to make that configurable, just the weapon. I wonder what would happen if I wonder if it actually works. So this is left, wait, is it left or right trigger by default? I think it's right trigger. Yeah, right trigger. What if I change this to, okay, and then, it didn't work. Okay. That didn't work. Okay. So, that didn't work, but I am on a good start here. So, I just want to get as far as showing a distinct keyboard and game controller configurations. iRed Dev, welcome! Yeah, actually, your timing is perfect here because I'm about to switch over from heads down working to playing a round or two. So I just got the gamepad input, the first gamepad input to show in this list. I'm keeping the two separate for reasons, and if anyone has real complaints about it, then maybe I'll revisit it, but I like this better. So even though it does repeat some of the entries here. So that said, maybe I should change this to use weapon gamepad. But anyway, so I'm at a good stopping point there. And now, yep, well that's good because a round will last about 5 minutes, and I want to play in the volcano. So let's we'll show you that because I don't think I played that on stream while you were watching. So I'm going to go to my Steam. Let's see, Steam, and run. I'm going to switch over my music. And close this. We're going to put on desktop audio, hide the background music, and then we're going to fire up Field of Heroes. Okay, good. And we're going to play a custom offline match. Into the volcano. Mount Penatugal. Ha ha. Uh-oh, I think it's crashing. Or not. It just hitched there pretty bad. Have to look into that. Alright, I'm going to be... I like to start off as the archer, as the rogue every time. Look at that. Have you ever seen a field like that in any soccer brawler before? And let's go. Go, go, go. Oh, we've got other fields, not exactly like this, but they are also very stylized. Oh yeah, and we got falling flaming boulders, by the way. Yeah, why dodge them? Because this map wouldn't be as fun without that. Most of the maps have a metagame, and this is the metagame for this map. Oh, blocked me with a wall. That was actually smart. And then got me with a tornado. Oh, man. That's it. Here comes another, You better not score a goal. Don't show me up in front of my viewers. Oh. No, Spike Trap, I'll slow you down. Oh, yeah. Oh, got me. Can you scroll throwing flaming rocks too? No. They're completely environmental. Alright, we scored. That was weird. His, So he has, that big guy at the goal, he has a shield, and when he's using it, it has this glow, this hovering glow on the bottom. But he was glowing even after he sheathed it, so I got to look into that. That's a small bug. Also, the AI's doing the red team's doing really well in this game. They're usually not this good. Oof. And by the way, this game is meant to be played by people, not so much bots. But I put a lot of work into making the bots play decently. They used basic decision trees. Yeah, his hover is stuck there. I gotta fix that. Easy goal. See, yeah, the hovering should not be there. It should have been dissipated when he sheathed the shield. Easy enough to test, though, and fix. Ooh. Okay, like mine. Haha. I love that turret. Unless it's used on me, then I hate it. Oh, no, you don't. Spike trap! Haha! Oh, how did I miss that? Okay, everyone just shoot each other as the ball rolls by. That works. Alright, let's do this. Thank you. Alright, let's switch it up. I'm going to be... I like being the were-orc. So let's be number 2. Yes, you can change heroes mid-game. That's a very important critical feature, actually. Oh. No. No, no, you don't. Were-orc duel. Oh, he got me. Yeah, look at that. Oh, got me in a tornado again. And a rock. Jeez. I take that. Oh, and a wall. Man, the AI are really on their game tonight. Let's go. Oh. That does it. I'm going... what the heck was... that does. I'm going to were-orc mode. Here we go. Oh, how did I do that? This is going to be a shutout. Nothing they can do about it. Oh. Thank you. I also taught the AI to pass to the player, even if it means bringing the ball back a little bit. Because really the AI are supposed to keep the player... their role here is to keep the player engaged. I want to make sure that... Okay, so now the hover's gone because it went away properly. Oh, no, you don't. We're going to shut you out. Yes. I think we got... Oh. Oh, no, shut out. No. It was close. But we still won. I'm going to put stats in, so these will eventually be tracked. Oh, I need to take this out, the XP thing, because I don't have any perks to award players for XP or with XP. There's no leveling up, nothing like that, because I can't afford it, and there's really nothing to gain. So I figured, well, if you can't have skins, you can't have loot boxes, whatever, if you can't have any of that, then just don't get XP. At best, I will use the number of wins and number of games played and number of takedowns and matchmaking, maybe, but that's it. Let's do a Slogbog. And I'm going to start as a wizard. Oh, Slogbog title is not showing up. That's strange. Rank matchmaking. So, yeah, there's going to be quick matches. And I was kicking the can around of the idea of matching people based on maybe how many games they played or how much they win, something like that. But I'm not fully sold on it yet. I need some data to back me up on that. Whoa! What the? Wow, it was empty goal. Okay. Also, there is no official ranked play in this game either. The reason for that is this is player hosted, so anyone can maybe bork with their server. Yeah, actually, where are they? Something's odd about this. You guys aren't at your positions. Well, maybe you are. It's like they can't cross the water. Oh, the nav mesh must be broken. Let's look into that. So let me log these problems real quick. So problem 1, this ever loads. Yay internet. Actually, yay their website. Problem number 1, super slow. If Horus the Barbarian is using their shield and a player scores, the shield effects don't deactivate. Also test for knockdowns. And bug number 2, let's go check out the slog bog. Let's look at the nav mesh. That's right. Yeah, it's all green as it should be. So what if I play it here? So other bug. Heroes not crossing rivers in slog bog. Okay, let's watch these guys. Okay, so they all got knocked down by the... Okay, they're crossing. But you guys aren't. What is it about that they're not crossing? Yeah, that mesh is there. And there's not that big of a height step difference. And my team ran over the water, so what's the deal here? Let's look at the zones here. So let's do some magic. I'm going to destroy the bots. Unpause. Get out of the water so I don't get... And then I want to look at the zones. Oh, now I'm stuck in the water. Oh, that's interesting. All right, let me do that again without any heroes. I think there's a water... Oh, I bet I know what the problem is. So let's get rid of the heroes again. Yeah, I can't move. I'm stuck. So something's wrong with not the navigation mesh. Something's wrong with the trigger that slows you down. Where is it? Slow debuff. Here we go. World dynamic. I'm going to screen cap this. So it should look like that, because that works. And compare it with the one on the right. Okay, those match. So there's something else about that collider that is not quite right. That's custom, collision enabled, world dynamic. World dynamic. Can character step up on? Yes. So what's the difference? What if I take it out? Where is it? Oh, got a power outage over here. So I'm running on battery at the moment. It looks like I'll have to log off because I don't know how long this will last. So I'm going to give you a quick raid to Swashbuckling Fox, and hopefully I'll still have power. And then, oh, power came back. Power is back. Well, that was silly. Right, so we got power again. Back to this problem. Let's move this out of the way. And let's see if I can still cross now. Yeah, now I can cross. Something is off about that collider, though. What if I duplicate this one and then move it over to where the other one was? How long have you been working? I read Deb. How long have you been working on this project? 3.5 years in my spare time. So mostly nights and weekends. I think this is the right spot. How high is it over here? Okay. Yep. And honestly, I thought that was going to be done a year ago. But I just had to push to make it. I just wanted to push myself to make this better. And my art and the artist who's helping me with it too. I commissioned a studio called Meta 3D Studios. Okay, that works. So I don't know why the other one is broken, but done. All right, let's see how this works. So Meta 3D Studios, they are a co-dev. They have dedicated artists, animators, everything. But I'm only getting their help on the capacity of artwork for the fields, for the heroes, and for the UI. They did everything, just about everything you've seen here. They did. That said, again, I hired them out of pocket, my own pocket, to make it all happen. And we got 2 more. I'm expecting 2 more fields from them, and they're going to help me with the front end because I don't think the front end looks good right now. I mean, it's passable, but yes. When someone asks me how much I spent, I simply say fair market value, and that's what I'm going to say about it. If you really want to figure it out, you can reach out to them and you can maybe request a quote and all that. But I'll simply say free market. It's a fair market value is all I'll say on that. Okay, so that fixes the slog bog, which reminds me, I'm gonna have to. I need to play test every field. I need to make sure there's no surprises like that. And again, so I'm gonna say fixed bug, where slog bog would not let heroes cross the river on the right. That's definitely a showstopper. I got to get that in on Steam before the playtest happens next week. No problem there. It's pretty easy to deploy. So that being said, what was I going to do? Update my bug list, bug tracker. So now I can mark that bug as fixed. But I do need to pass in all the fields to make sure there's no showstoppers again. Done. And as for the barbarian thing, yeah. I read Dev. Yeah, yes, my question is more about if you found the service price fair, so you're happy. I am. And and I think I'm happy, but that's because I look at the big picture. I look at you have junior artists, senior artists, industry veterans. I look at what the average salaries are, things like that, and so I get a ballpark idea, and I think I'm still happy with my decision. I just don't want to half bake anything. Oh, I need to remove this, not do that. Yeah, I want to go all the way, and this is like the one I've worked on a lot. I've released other games in the past, but this was the one I'm going all in on. And I hope that it will have a big turnout. The marketing campaign on the wish listing will begin after Steam Next Fest is done. Then I'll get maybe some numbers on how much interest there is in the game. I'm really appreciate all the support I've had from other streamers and my friends and other acquaintances. But I like to see the big picture how many wishlist items I'll end up getting for it. And I hope it's more than a couple dozen, honestly. So we'll see. Hopefully that campaign will work out. So let's see. Pinwheel. Oh yeah. I want to take a quick look at the Barbarian before I hang it up. Expanding shield. Because I might be able to get a fix in early. Let me go to the danger room. The danger room is a level where it's just like a test bed. So I'm going to be the Barbarian. And let's have him power his shield with the VFX. And then we're going to make him, well, next run will be. That's another thing. Only on this Windows login do I have these weird particle problems. Let's incap him. Yep, see how the glow stays like that? The glow needs to have disappeared. So, where are the VFX? Or particle? That's it. Hover. Activate, set visibility false. Oh, because we never... Oh, deactivating... I guess we never get here. We never get to deactivating. Maybe I need to put it here too. Maybe this will fix it. So let's try that again. All right, I think that fixes it. So all I had to do was add it here as well. That was like an instant inactivation of the shield. And it bypassed the graceful deactivation that took place elsewhere here in deactivating enter. So the idea is when you use an ability, if you get incapped, then that ability stops on a dime. That's that. So let me make that fix in. Let's see, fixed bug where Horus Shield did not hide its hover VFX when Horus was incapped. Was knocked down technically. There. Oh, one more test. Let's do the knockdown as well. So we'll do did incap, let's do knockdown. Good. Same thing. And that is fixed. And as I like to think, yeah, I may introduce a lot of bugs, but I'm pretty fast at fixing them. All right, I'll refresh the list. That is fixed. Hurry up and load, please. Thank you. And at the end, after all this, still no Mega Kitty. So I guess we'll have to settle instead for a picture of her, since she's not going to show up. So we got these bugs fixed. These I'm going to leave in progress and probably do tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or not, but I will get to that. So we're going to show Missy. It's my cat Missy. She's 11 years old, but she acts like she's 5 or less. So she's always doing things all the time, except sleeping. And also, Missy fully endorses the official soda of the stream, Coca-Cola. And she also likes to watch videos of rodents and birds. And one of my favorite pictures. By the way, that iPad back or that tablet PC back there, that's tablet. I there are cat toy games on it, and it's an old tablet. It's super slow, so I don't even use it for anything but cat toys anymore. And she seems to like it. She doesn't. She can't actually break it, I don't think. So yep, that's Mega Kitty. That's big. And then the official Mega Kitty picture. Oh, I can't see the emote from here. That's weird. There we go. Yep, that's one from one of our own pictures. So, yeah, some great progress, and I did work an 8-hour day as well earlier today. I just felt like streaming a little bit this evening. I didn't expect to be over 2 hours, but here we are. And even got to see a power outage, which was a bonus because that's never happened on stream before. It's also the reason why I have all my internet equipment on an APC. Because I don't know what it is about the power around here, but sometimes it just goes out. So I'm going to go ahead and rate us off to Swashbuckling Fox, and you can see what the cool stuff is that he's working on. And so again, thanks everyone for watching, and thanks for your support. And I will see you again, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Well, we'll see when I feel like streaming again, but definitely next Monday. That's my usual streaming night. So until then, Monday at about 7 Central Time, 8 Eastern, I will catch you later.